How did they build it? Lion Rock, Sri Lanka. Also known as Sigiriya, this ancient palace and city was built on top of a 180-meter tall rock that was once carved like a lion. According to the narrative, it was built by King Kashyapa around 500 AD. It was built out so that people would never need to leave the rock. Nowadays only the paws of the lion still exist, but scholars agree that back in the day, this was a full lion with head and shoulders.
Lions are an interesting theme and they pop up all over the world, and they also go back like really far into history. Like if you look at some of the oldest sculptures in the world, there was like this lion religion. I think around 30,000, 40,000 years ago, people were making lion sculptures. Really interesting if that links at all into the original theory of the Sphinx also being a huge lion statue, and then later the pharaonic Egyptians turned it into a pharaoh, and that's why the head is a little bit smaller than the rest of the body, because originally the head was a full-on lion. That's a theory, but really interesting to see this pop up all over the world. Like, what is it with the lions? I mean, I'm a Leo, so I get it. I'm into lions too, but instantly I was like, anyway, pray continue.
This complex is so incredible that the waterworks that were put in place 1500 years ago still bring fresh water on top of the rock. Then there's also a mirror wall, which was made of polished plaster so that the king would see his own reflection as he walks past. If that wouldn't be enough, the entire rock is filled with caves and tunnels, so big that we know that even elephants have lived on top of it. Then there's also this wall painting, which is one of the biggest murals in the world. The local legends say that the gods built it, and to be honest, if we are supposed to believe that people did this 1500 years ago with these tools and it took them just 18 years, I think there's a lot that we don't understand about this place.
I mean, yeah, it's the eternal question. You cannot carbon date stone, like rock, because you need to have some sort of organic material in which to do the carbon dating. So to check how old something is, you can't do it on like old stone monuments. You can't carbon date the Sphinx. You can't carbon date any monument that's just purely made of rock. So it is almost impossible. You have to go, the best way that you can date it apart from that is you have to date it off the artifacts that you find around there and the names written on something, which is cool. It does give us like a very good some idea. You can kind of guess when it is. However, it's not like 100% definitively that's the date that it was made. That definitively is the last date that we can find evidence of somebody being there, living around there, or writing on it. So, for example, you could technically write on a building your name. Does that mean for future historians that you made that building, or does it mean that your name was on that building at this date? Do you know what I mean? So there's a little bit of question mark around some structures in the world about when they were made or when they potentially could have been made, because we are just a little bit in the dark about being able to date it until they can find the technology that can date stone accurately. And the day they do, man, it's gonna be interesting. I cannot wait for it to happen. Come on, be patient.